So, welcome everyone in today's meditation session. Today, we are going to practice a short meditation called Self Compassion Break. This meditation is very important at any situation whenever you are feeling stressful or any difficulty or at the onset of any suffering. We have seen the definition of being self compassionate or inner compassionate is treating yourself in the same way as you would treat to your friend when he is going through a difficult situation. And whenever you are going to the same kind of situation, you would treat yourself in the same kind and understanding way. It's a self compassion. This break or this technique can be used informally within a minute whenever you are needing it the most. But today we will practice this as a meditation so that the components that are involved in it would be understood. So, as Dr. Kristen Neff has explained, this self compassion has three components. First component is mindfulness. That means to understand what's going on. That means like to understand there is suffering, to acknowledge, to validate that something is going on, it's difficult and we are stressful, to understand and be with the situation as it is without overly identifying with the situation, seeing the feelings as difficult feeling as they are is the first step. Second step is understanding whenever there is a suffering, we feel like we are totally alone or we are only one having that kind of difficulty. So, understanding that suffering is a part of life, all human beings go through some kind of suffering in their life. The category, the degree, and the kinds may be different, but all human beings go through difficulties at some time. So, understanding that I am not alone feeling that, or others also feel in the same way, is the second component, which is also called as common humanity. So seeing our difficulty or our stress as a experience of a common human in the background of other human experiences is called a common humanity. And the third component is being kind to ourselves instead of criticizing or judging ourselves. Whenever anything goes wrong, any mistake happens, the first thing is to fix it or the judge about it, have opinion about it, criticize about it, because sometimes we feel that if we criticize enough, that will motivate us to do it in the right way. But that when we criticize ourselves or judge ourselves, the motivation is out of fear. But if we are compassionate and kind to ourselves, we still motivate ourselves in a long term, and the motivation is based on the love instead of fear. So it's more long term, and it's more likely to give us a result without having that whip. So being kind to ourselves instead of judging ourselves is the another component. Before we start this self compassion break meditation, I would like to show you some gestures or some self touch that we can do whenever there is any difficulty or stressful situation, or whenever we are feeling the suffering. This it's been shown that human touch is very helpful physiologically as well as mentally to soothe and comfort ourselves whenever we are feeling down, and our loved one pats on our back or gives us a soothing touch, it feels good. And the research also has shown that have giving ourselves the soothing touch whenever we need it the most also has the same kind of physiological and mental effects. So I will show you some gestures, and the simple gesture of just putting your hand on your heart is very comforting, or on your throat is very comforting there is onset of suffering or onset of difficult situation. For some people it might not be working, so I will show you some other gestures and you can find out the one that suits you the most. Another gesture is putting one fist on your heart and putting another hand cupping your fist with the another hand. This symbolizes the gesture of having strength and kindness together. The another gesture could be just putting one hand on one's neck or cheek. Another gesture is putting both hands and cuddling our face. The another gesture could be just stroking our arms in a kind way, like, I'm here for you, this kind of thing. Another could be just cupping your both hands and putting on your laps. So any of this gesture is shown that it triggers uh, the self-compassionate effect, to understand that suffering is going on, understanding that I am not alone feeling it, understanding that being human is to miss like it doing making mistake is being human. So I am not lonely or only one having it. And also being kind to myself right now and giving myself what I need authentically. Kindness sometimes would be in a tender way, just accepting what is going on, validating, or sometimes it would be in a active or fierce way, like really putting on boundaries, saying that no, this is, I'm not let this happen to me, or really having that courage and strength to make some necessary change, or to really work to provide something to ourselves. So uh, being kind to ourselves instead of criticizing and judging to ourselves is the third step. So I would guide you through all these steps of self compassionate break. We will practice as a meditation, and once you practice this technique enough, this can be used anytime whenever there is onset of suffering, difficulty, or stress, and you need it the most. So please sit comfortably, sit in a relaxed posture where you are comfortable as well as you are alert. You can take 2-3 deep breaths to come inside your body. And you can rest your attention on a normal natural breath, or your hands touching your lap, whatever is most easy. Anytime you need, you can come back to this anchor, either your breath, either your hands touching your lap, or either your body posture, that is feeling of being sitting. Now please bring to your mind's eye some recent situation which is little bit difficult for you, which gives you some stress, or you which is kind of a suffering. It might be at workplace, or in any relationship, or a health problem, or someone's uh, some any relationship problem. Please consider a very mild to moderate situation so that we can learn this technique. And you can bring it to mind the situation, what has happened, who all was there, were there, how you were feeling. And try to see if you can feel any unpleasant sensation in your body as you think of this situation. If you feel any unpleasant sensation inside your body as you think of this situation, you can gently put your hand at that place. It could be hand, it could be your neck, anywhere where you feel unpleasantness. And then you can say yourself very slowly and clearly, this is a moment of suffering. That is mindfulness. Or in other word, you can say that this hurts, or this does not feel good or it's difficult. And next, you can say to yourself very slowly and clearly that suffering is a part of being human. This is called as common humanity. Suffering is a part of living. In other words, you can also that say that I am not alone feeling this, or other people would also feel this kind of feeling. I am not alone. And as we give ourselves kindness, we can put a one hand on our heart if it is okay, or one fist, or any gesture, soothing touch that is indication of being kindness to your own self. And you can slowly say that, may I be kind to myself, or may I give myself what I authentically need right now. You can experiment with the language. What kind of language speaks kindness to you? Sometimes you might need a tender language, like excuse me, may I accept myself as I am. Or sometimes you might need more active or fierce kind of kindness or compassion, like, no, I will not allow this to happen to me. Or may I have enough courage and strength to make necessary changes. If the kindness language is difficult for you, or to have more understanding, you can even imagine someone that you really like, your friend or someone that you really like, is going through this kind of situation. And what would you say in a single sentence or in a short way to show your care and understanding to this friend? And can you say the same message to your own self as you are going to this situation? And then you can come back to your body sitting. You can let go of this situation. Come back to your body sitting, your body breathing, feeling of your bodily posture, and bringing some gentle movement into your body. And once ready, you may open your eyes. Thank you. So, this is a self compassion break, and as you practice this, this could be useful in any situation when there is difficulty, uh, from inside or outside. You can make this self compassion break as a default mode to soothe and provide to your own needs. And I hope this can help you in going through the difficult situation that we all are facing right now in this 2020. uh, Thank you so much for practicing with me. Bye bye.